Alrighty, so last time with the Order of the Swan, you uh, you made final preparations and set off for the hungering one. And well, this week we continue the journey. Though
All right.
I think perhaps the first thing we may want to do, just to lower the bandwidth of things that I have to do.
We get to stop. Let's go.
Okay. Why is this not going down? Okay. Okay. I may have to drag you a few times from different maps to get to the one that I want. Be a little patient. The thing is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Okay. Yeah, to lower the amount of NPCs I have to control,
Oh, I see.
I think I mentioned last time that I would give you guys control over some of these people.
Yes.
And well, I'll let you guys decide who you want.
I would like the ferry, please. Thank you.
I suppose she can be in here, though I wasn't considering that.
I want to get big.
Valid.
Prime. Do we want to just chuck the people who can get big at Dayun? Or
No, no,
do
no. We were just to split it up, right? We were gonna give me half of the front line and half of the casters, and then you half the front line and half the cast,
right?
just so that you have like you don't have to maneuver all of the casters or anything.
Or worry
Be
about.
like, get out of the way of the spells.
Yeah, do a cool two-pronged attack.
Alrighty.
All right.
So I will say this that Chopper is definitely a caster. The Barb is a frontliner, and the rest of the four are mixes.
Okay.
Though obviously some are more martial, others are more caster.
Oh, wait. So the DM controlled are the ones that we're going to be taking, or are those yours?
So that's just who I'm controlling right now. The only two that
Okay.
I will uh, maintain control are these are Fleur and Liv. Fleur for sentimental reasons, Liv because she is not built.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. So I would like this guy, and I'm not going to claim this guy just so that you can have one of the other frontliners.
Okay.
Um, I'm taking the well.
I'll take Chomper,
Sounds good.
and you can take the fairy.
Yeah, actually, that should probably leave you with another person, or actually DM because Chomper is a piece. What is it?
Cleric.
Wait, cleric. Um, and I won't be getting a cleric. Could I just have the fairy for free?
Sure.
Sweet, thank you. I'll take the barbarian, if that's okay with you, Mr. Sturban.
All right, go for it.
Okay, and then you're up next. Picking dodgeball teams here. So we got this ranger and then the wizard,
Sorcerer.
sorcerer.
Okay. Um, that is the question. I'll take the ranger. I dare
Sweet.
him mess around with a sorcerer.
Cool, cool, cool.
Those sorcerers can be in the second.
Now there is the fairy is sort of, but not really paired with another character. Here, I'll just
Oh,
copy paste them. Copy. Now I say paired as in I create these two together, but they do not have to say together.
oh goodness. That's a protagonist if I've ever seen one.
What?
Yeah,
Her?
Yeah, or at least a side character. Actually, if it's a her, it's probably going to be a love interest. Anyway, Sturban, do you want the love interest?
that's okay. Sure, why not?
Cool.
All
Is she into plants by any chance?
right. So, well, actually, she's a bard lock.
Oh
A
boy,
bard lock? Oh no!
another warlock.
It's
Uh,
even worse. It's a bard lock.
so these two have character sheets that are on D&D Beyond, not Roll20. So I will get those to you when they become relevant.
Okay.
But those with character sheets on Roll20, I will go ahead and add them to your journals.
Sweet. Toramura Haruko. All right, wait. Now you got to tell me what that means.
Toramura Haruko.
Yes.
So Toramura is Tiger Village.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, right. The last name comes first. I keep forgetting about that.
All right. So Silvar should be in with Victor, Lorixil.
Oh, he's a warlock too. Is everyone in this party a warlock?
Uh, there you go.
It's hilarious. It's just because they get a really good cantrip. Okay,
Well, also,
It's just a gun.
it is.
okay. All right. That should be all the ones with Victor. Chomper. Where did I put Chomper? There she is. Uh, Stairrun. Now, Chomper does have two tokens, but they have separate character sheets because reasons.
I see. So the bone man.
two more to be added to uh, it. And the last one, Vogley. Okay, that should be everyone, at least the ones that I cared to divvy out. So, Daehoon, no, you did not get solely warlocks. You just got two warlocks and a barbarian and a sorcerer.
All right. Oh, hey, wait a second now. Wait a second. This sorcerer has one Hexblade Warlock level.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did that because she's more more of a melee, or is not undisposed to going into melee.
Yeah, still a Warlock. Okay, so first off, I have never played a level 20 anybody. Second, I am bad at remembering stuff. So uh, I am really sorry if I do not use these characters to their full potential.
Oh, don't worry. I highly doubt you'll use the sorcerer to their full potential.
You think I use them to their full potential?
I know, right? It's like I've used the sorcerer before. It's like, holy shit, there's so much you've got to keep track of.
I mean,
Gosh.
take a look at Silvar's martial or his fighter stuff and see how much I've used.
Yeah, you're right. I almost, yeah, I know a little bit about fighters, but I don't intend to play one in a campaign at least.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. So if it helps, I would recommend having like a second or a couple tabs open with their subclasses. At least with these two, maybe hers, because well, these two have a lot of stuff. um, because he gets some stuff as a rune knight, and she gets some stuff as a lunar sorcerer. Um,
You made a roommate lunar sorcerer.
well, Silvar's a rune knight. Um, she's the lunar sorcerer.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that's balance everyone.
Um, and you know, Vogley, he is a wizard fighter mix.
A wizard fighter. That's that's a rare one. I think. Yeah.
And the other two are pure cleric and pure ranger. Uh, so you now have access to all their character sheets. You can go ahead and take a look at them at your leisure.
Okay, are we using them this session?
No, at least
Okay,
I don't think you will.
cool. Because yeah, I'll be doing this like late Saturday. I'll just read their stuff.
And I think after the session, I'll get you to the Toramora's and Caradol's character sheets, or at
Thank you.
least a link to their D&D Beyond character sheet.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, ADBN is pretty good now. Pretty good. I mean, it's actually really decent. A little better than
Uh, but I suppose we can stay on this map. You Your little fleet happens to have a handful of flying ships. They're mostly from where are the country names? They are the few flying ships in your fleet are from Shimver and the Ryoichi Shogunate. Um, all the other countries that you have allied, they just have ocean-going vessels. And the flying ships are faster than the ones in the water.
Can't imagine why.
I know, it's ridiculous. So, uh, do you want your fleet to stay as a cohesive unit, or are you going to? Well, what are you going to be doing with the units in your fleet?
Use the
Oh,
flying ones as a perimeter scout so that we don't get attacked by things in the water and also in the sky. And then leave everybody else to just kind of float, preferably with their buddies, just so that they don't start any internal wars before we get to where we're going.
Why?
we
Sorry,
don't
Silver
want
Guy.
to lose the army before we even start the fight.
Yes. Especially because we don't know where the corruption is in our armies, then it's probably there.
Oh, geez, it's almost like you have some countries that are natural enemies in your fleet.
Yes, I would like to leave the DM controlled people, the power couple, to take care of that business because they have high charisma and aren't Dehun.
And aren't likely to insult anyone.
Or set some ships on fire. He's always wanted to do that.
Um, yeah, if would someone roll a d20?
You're up, Sturba.
An
Hey,
11.
it's November. Nice.
How thematic. It takes you, you know, with your fleet staying all together, about 22 days before some of the flying ships that are on patrol come alongside the Steel Swan. And one of the people on board say, uh, "We have seen some land in the distance. Looks to be an island."
Okay. Can we get
Uh,
some scrying on that?
Well, scrying is mostly used for a looking upon individuals and locations. Cerebon or Dehun Chomper says it's not necessary. I, I think it might be better if we saw the island ourselves, see if it's actually the correct place.
Okay. Sturban, I think you have the dragon lady. And we also have Liv, I guess, but I'd rather not do that. Sorry, are you Liv right now, or are you Mick?
Yes.
Thanks for that. Um,
So helpful.
okay, so how about we take two dragons over and we see what's happening? Or what if we just send one dragon over and that's it?
Dragons are
Eh?
expendable.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, rangers are kind of useless anyway, so we could just send the ranger.
That's not the nicest day here. Rangers are esteemed allies of druids normally.
Yeah, and they're silly little guys that stick in the back and shoot bows. I don't care about them. They don't even
Yeah,
use magic right. It's like boring magic, like half casting or something. I don't know.
so nice day.
Anyway,
Yeah,
how do you feel about? Sorry, what?
you realize that paladins are also half casters, right?
Yeah, but we use swords and stuff. Like I can make my sword glow, and then I hit stuff really, really hard. Just saying. Um, so Ranger, how do you feel about going and checking out this island?
I have a name, but
That's nice.
it's Zarana. I can go ahead
Okay.
and scout this out. And, she will go out and look around ahead. Uh, Cerebon roll a perception check with that character. I think, yeah, do it with advantage because the Drake companion will help.
You said perception.
Yes.
How does a 33 work for you?
Goodness.
Yeah. What was that about Rangers being useless? With a plus 15 to perception. So she flies over and comes back and says that it's a smaller island, though it's definitely felt the effects of the hungering one. I think we're getting close.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, we're not going to be finding any food there. It's completely barren.
Okay.
All right. Victor, roll a d10.
Okay. 8.
All right. So after another week out at sea, um, I you finally reach the area that Starabon and Chomper have located. Now, it was say it to be a somewhat large area, but I think I say it was large enough that you could search the area, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, searching.
Well, I'm going to leave that to people with high perception, which I think they're all in your crew, Strabon.
Right. So I
Actually,
guess we all start.
yeah, that is probably a fair assessment.
He's got a cleric and a ranger and himself.
So Sturvan's group goes looking. I mean, Vogley's not the highest in the group. Chomper is in what form?
Uh,
Dragon?
she spends most of her time in her draconic form, and even then, the stats don't change.
No,
Like
they don't.
the second character sheet is just so that if I need the token, I can just do that.
Okay. So Ranger, Vogley's the 10, Sturvan's the 18, Chomper's the 30.
Ah, very nice. So the ones that got over 20, uh, will find it probably towards the end of the day. They'll all notice that um, it's not one island, as it is a bunch of smaller islands and rocks surrounding a larger one. About the same size as Mikhail, if not a little bigger. And they only really saw it due to the lengthening of shadows. There is a massive tree on that center island. Yeah, because Chomper got a 30, she also noticed that there is a large mass of what she could only guess would be the opposing army that is under the control of the Hungering One.
Let's go. Whatever we do.
Okay, so it's that island down there, and that is a lot of beings.
As expected. We should be, we have our own army.
Uh, eh. Um. Okay, so now that we're here, what's the plan?
We have an army. Do we want to have the armies duke it out while we sneak around and while a specialized team sneaks around and uh, do we really? Do we really do like and figure out how to destroy the tree? I mean,
Let's put it this way. We're dealing with multiple large groups of people, all of which have their own fighting styles and their own generals. We also have multiple attack angles. I think that if we do what you were saying, like send in the armies, I don't think we're going to be able to sneak, but we could definitely have a specialized strike crew, potentially. I'm not sure what we're looking for. Like, are we looking for the roots, seed? I'm not sure. Like, does anyone know how to get rid of this thing?
That's pretty much what I was asking. Like, you do have the good idea of if it's hungry, trees kind of consume through the roots. We could just rip rip it out by the roots. I mean, Chomper, you were its follower at one time, right?
Not intentionally.
You have any knowledge as to something it might like not touched, I guess?
You mean if there's like a particular place that we need to be attacking?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, uh, I know that it dishes out like rot and death necrotic damage out of character. But I know that plants are susceptible to that sort of thing. Maybe we could just hit the roots with a ton of that stuff.
well, there's. I didn't. I don't know much about plants, but I think maybe like the central being is in the center of the tree, and it just feeds through the roots.
Oh wait, there's a thing in there?
Well, you don't think that this was going to be as simple as cutting down a tree, did you?
I mean,
No. Are you saying there's a heart of some sort?
I mean, probably since it's an eldritch being.
oh, it's a. I thought it was just like a bad tree.
Oh, really? If it were a bad tree, I could smack it.
Okay, fine. Sorry, I didn't. I don't know. I mean, like, I didn't think those things existed since my discussion with Audrey. But I guess I owe her an apology. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I get. I guess we'll just go strike team the tree. This is a heart, and then we'll have the armies kind of do their own thing outside, preferably with them like splitting up so they don't stumble on each other.
Yeah, have different generals control different parts of the battlefield.
Yeah, just we have multiple attack angles, right? Like it's all there's a bunch of islands, and then there's a central island. If we send some of the faster ships around the side, they can attack from different angles.
And we can have artillery and we could have certain forward armies take the outer islands and have artillery uh, on the outer islands.
I like that idea.
If anyone brought trebuchets and catapults and cannons,
Kind of forgot to ask what they brought. I mean, we're attacking a tree. We told them that much, but like that thing's massive. Oh well. Yeah, we can split them up like that. Is that out of character DM? Is that possible,
Um,
or is it better if we all just attack from the same area, like the Nile River, but in reverse?
um, you guys are coming up with the tactics. I'm just trying to like come up with a very brief, uh, not at all representative of what this island looks like necessarily, but just like a quick sketch.
Oh, I was not looking at it. Okay.
It's kind of like out of the way, away from where the
Yes,
screen has been.
it is orange. All right, I'm gonna do the football thing because it's football season and do some attack.
yeah,
So
just have
we're going to be red because red is the best color, and we're going to be a circle because circles are the best shape, according to Dehun, because the sun's a circle. Um, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go directly in, right, just like this, and then all of the other people. What's his least favorite color? We'll go with yellow.
strike
Uh,
team goes strike the tree.
yeah, and we'll
We
have
have long range artillery along with the minor force take the big island, secondary big island.
wait. Which way are we coming from?
I mean, you're a big navy. You can come in from any angle you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have flying ships. They can just
oh,
go
also,
wherever the heck they want, unless of course there's.
okay. So we'll have artillery there. What's a good artillery? We'll just do an X with a circle because that looks like a thing. Boom, X with a circle, and then they're gonna kind of like attack
Just
from
kind of
here.
bombard from there, yeah.
Yeah, this is probably way too much space for them to bombard, but if they can just like this can be our staging ground, if that makes sense. To actually
Yeah,
meet. So yeah, that can be where reliefs are. We can set up some teleportations if needed and if possible. So we'll come from that direction. We're gonna go around here like this. Let's see. So we're from here, and then I'm gonna switch to another color, and then the navy, which kind of looks. We'll just make it a big old circle. Is gonna split up per general, or like general um, battle tactic country, pretty much. Kind of attack from a few different angles. We don't want to get them through all of these smaller islands just because, I mean, come on, there's probably something there. Um, so, like this.
I mean, we could send one or two of the countries that we don't like through them.
Sure, that'll be the just a sec. All right, so the greens are as good as dead. Um, like that. And then I really don't want to touch these islands. I'm going to be honest. I don't like them. I feel like there's going to be smaller trees on them, and they're just going to have like a terrible presence. What do you think, Sterban?
well, if that's the case, we can just, I don't know, chuck fire at them.
I
We
think
got
they're
some help from Circle of the Fire.
all right. Damage, immunities, fire, radiant, and poison. So the trees are probably not going to take fire damage. Psychic is good, or necrotic. Actually, that is a good point out of character. Plants take cold necrotic damage. Doesn't need they like if there is a max damage number, plants take it. Usually, I'm not saying it's this plant, but if we could have wizards casting that, that would be just great. Um, anyway, sorry, necrotic. But yeah, that's my basic battle plan. I'm no master tactician over here behind the screen.
Perhaps we want some to like uh,
Patrol the escape routes. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
well, perhaps we want to have like one or two forces, like attack like this side, or just keep their forces busy. I mean, we have what 20 something armies with us.
I mean, if
Right.
we have 20 armies, that's a minimum of 20 generals. So yeah, we can have a couple generals do that.
But to the blue lines, I'm going to say try to hold off. Like you can set up encampments or get off the water if needs be, but be very careful. Getting close to the trees and to the people can kill your men just by standing next to them. So if you can, stay back. Don't go all in. The main front is going to be over here where our main attack plan is.
And we're gonna try to fly in from the backside, right?
Yeah, kind of like from here. So we are going to make a protective ring so that they can't escape. I mean, assuming that they can escape once we kill the tree. But still, we don't like we can try to keep them busy, but more of a hit and run guerrilla style tactics instead of the full on war front that's over here.
Right, because we want to keep the main front busy. We want to keep everyone busy, like over here.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, just like hit and run tactics, so that they don't come onto us.
Right. Just keeping them, not putting in too much, just a lot of pestering. And I mean, full control to the generals. If they see a good thing and they think they can take it, they should go for it. These guys are like, this is their job.
I mean, I don't have a problem with this, but I mean, well, I'll ask this: who is going to be a part of the task force going up against the tree? Because obviously, it's going to be you guys. You want my
Anyone
group?
who can do, sorry,
Oh, I was just saying, like, you want my group there as well?
Yes.
anyone who can do a lot of magic damage with necrotic or psychic, preferably necrotic.
Oh, what about your not your previous incarnations, but like the people that had your job last time?
Yeah, sure. Bring them. Right.
Sure, yeah, they're included in this.
I know the Lich has an undead army.
He probably does necrotic damage. Plus, it would be good for slowing down the ones that are guarding the tree.
Uh, now my question is, do we all want to be on like the same boat? And if so, what boat are we taking?
Well, the Steel
Yes,
Swan, of
Juan.
course. We got to ride in style and go down a blaze of glory because, as I've always said, every single day, you always put all of your soldiers into one flying ship. It's a very smart idea.
That seems like the worst possible idea ever. If the ship falls out of the sky, we're down some good. Whatever. We'll take the Steel Swan.
I mean, if we have some more that are able to go pretty fast, then we should take them. Just in case.
I mean, the Steel Swan's a pretty cool ship.
It is. It'll be the flagship. It'll be the first one.
I mean, as far as I know, Steel Swan's the first flying ship that we know of, or that's been created in, I think, centuries, if not millennia.
Cool. So we know that it's unreliable.
That's what you got from that?
Yep. The first one in centuries, unreliable. It just comes with the territory, you know? Never trust anything new or old refound.
Yeah, this is actually solid. Wait, this
What?
doesn't actually apply to trees, though. Trees are better with age.
Shush, we're fighting one.
It's an eldritch creature, not a tree.
It looks like a tree. It is a tree.
Damn. There, I have some. I guess you would call them trees. That would say otherwise.
They would say otherwise. And wait, are those the ones around my camp? Those are the ones around McTail, aren't they?
Um,
I keep hearing whispers. It's fine. We'll deal with that after we kill this other tree. So, how are we looking? We good? What do you think?
I think
We're
it's
gonna fly in
I think it's a solid
with
plan.
it. Awesome. We get at least 3 flying ships over here with us, just to be, around.
Give us air cover or air support.
Air cover. Yeah, they'll be the ones that get blown up instead of us. And yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, he's really taking his conquest oath to heart.
yeah, yes, yes. We're just gonna, we're
I
just conquesting here. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think that elf lady that we fought last time really got to him.
Yeah, she really did.
Gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Well, oh, also we got to figure out a battle cry. We've never had a battle cry. It's always been like for money or something. I don't know. I've never fought. I've never cried going into battle.
I like the game.
I mean, I never cry, but shouting.
I These guys attacked Mikhail, didn't they?
What?
Yeah.
So perhaps something like for Mikhail.
Oh, 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 oh. Wait. All right. So we're avenging Mikhail, right? We could say. No, I can't think of any. I'll workshop it. I'll workshop it. We're probably going to attack at least 3 different groups of people going into this. So I'll just shout something different each time.
Wonderful. I expect only the best from you, Dan.
Thank you. I'm not sure why.
I'll just go in with the bog standard formation. Probably get kicked out of my circle and we have to take that place with circle of burning stuff.
Why would you get kicked out of your circle?
We're fighting a tree.
So it is a tree. I knew I was right.
But it's your circle of the moon, aren't ya?
Yeah, actually,
Wait,
they
what?
probably don't care.
Hmm.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, I thought they were more of like wild shaped masters, not pardon my word choice, tree huggers.
I mean, yeah, they won't like the hungry one because it kind of disrupts the balance. It really depends on, I mean, the group, I guess. Some circling druids like are tree huggers, others want to be animals for reasons we won't touch upon. Others just don't feel it uh, like being human.
Come on, Starbuck, you can say it. Some want to be furries.
They, yes. Yes, they do.
Um,
It is an unfortunate problem.
what are your passive perceptions?
Pretty annoying for a dude.
I have 16.
Jesus, I think I have similar or lower. Still loading. I have 15.
Uh,
Unless you want us to go through all of the
no, this was just the two main people.
main characters
Yeah,
instead of the
all the NPCs. Yeah, because no, I know like Zorana, she has a passive 30.
Jesus.
I mean, 10 plus your active perception, plus the observant feats, that's 30. Uh, so Cerebon had 15, Dehun 16.
Yep.
Right. So Dehun, you picked this up like seconds before Cerebon, but looks like Fleur is doing that thing that she normally does when she's getting a vision. Before she like blinks and like puts her hand to her head.
Okay. Hey, what you thinking?
I don't know. I I haven't gotten an involuntary vision in a long time. I saw. I think I saw the engine room and some dark figure running out of it.
Okay. Somebody run to the engine room. Actually, multiple people, please, and make sure that it is secure. And I'm going to escort those 3 people minimum to the engine room.
Um.
Preferably Vogley is in that group.
High or low?
My hopes are high, so we'll do low. Oh, never mind.
You were
Darn
going
it.
with low.
Yes.
The engine room appears to be fine right now.
Cool. Set up some sentries. Do not fall asleep. If you start getting hungry, tell someone. Also, I want, well, hey, Vogley, how much lantern or light can you put in this room?
Um.
Like, could you make it so bright it's like the face of the sun?
No, that's like
Could you get
way
close?
too bright. Um.
Like, what I'm thinking is I just want you guys to be able to tell if a random guy in black, because that's what these idiots wear, walks out from behind a corner. I don't want anywhere where he can hide.
Uh. Does he have fairy fire or the alarm cantrip or spell?
That would work.
Um. Fogly, fogly. Spells. spells. And spellbook. Okay. Neither of his character sheets have either spell. I mean, no, but I can also trance.
Okay.
Basically, I don't need to sleep.
Awesome. Let's put it this way. Somebody's probably going to teleport in fully invisible. You're not going to see them. They're going to do something to the engine and then they're going to run away. Maybe to commit suicide by jumping out the ship. I don't want that to happen. Can you stop that?
I mean, I would need to have suspicion that there is someone in there, but Zorana, you have the capability of at least knowing where invisible things are at this point now as a 18th level ranger.
Woof.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Not sounding so useless now, is she?
Oh, no, I know Rangers are awesome. Dayhoon hates them.
I mean, I need to sleep as much as anyone, but yeah, I can tell when something is invisible. They can't hide from me unless they actively try to hide.
Okay. Is there anyone else that can do that on the ship?
The fairy might have fairy fire.
I sure hope she does. How long does that last?
Um, not 8 hours.
Well, wait. The ranger can stay up for 8 hours. She could stay
Yeah,
up for
but then she won't
24.
be all that available for our fight.
Mm, okay. Look, we just need as many precautions in the engine room as possible. Use the alarm, spell, whatever. Um, use the ranger. Put his lights in all the corners just so you can see everything, and we should be fine.
Craig,
We can also just set a bear trap at the door. You probably wouldn't know about that, so you know.
oh, okay. Fairy fire is 1 minute.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. It's fine. How about this? If we hear some screams from the engine room, then the fairy can cast fairy fire at the doorway so that we can catch him on the way out.
All right.
So you'll be bunking by the stairs, okay?
Preferably make sure that screams come from the enemy in that.
I was thinking more of like the classic burning flesh scream because, the engine room's probably going to go critical.
I
We had that happen once before.
did not have that happen with me on board.
Yeah, scary experience. So, how's that plan sound?
Sounds good.
Perfect, perfect. Hey, Floor,
Yes.
what was the time of day, approximately?
I don't know.
Like, what was the lights?
I don't know. The engine room is kind of dark.
Oh, wait, you only saw the engine room?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't help. Were they running out of the engine room?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Well, let's see if this works. Yeah. Victor, see if that link brings you to character sheet.
Okay. Hey. See, now these look like actual character stats right here. This is pretty straightforward. Okay.
Yeah, just wait
Okay,
till
what am
it's
I
full.
looking at?
That is Caradil's character sheet. I just thought
Oh,
I
sorry.
should give you it now, even though it will probably change between next session.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just give it a quick run through, and I'm kind of curious to hear about your reaction to how many cantrips she has.
Dude,
Oh
warlocks are a lot.
no. Did you grab like feats to give you cantrips?
She has a lot. She has a lot.
Ooh,
Jesus,
Mind
man.
Sliver. Mind Sliver is a good one. She'd be using that for sure. Reduce, counterspell, good stuff, cure wounds. Oh, wait, so she's a soul. No, what is she? Fey Warlock. Oh, wait, so she only has the one. Hmm. Okay, so we are not having her cast healing spells.
I'm also pretty sure she also doesn't need to sleep.
Features and traits. Oh, she does have healing light. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, she can cast Fairy Fire on a long rest without having to use a spell slot. Nice. And a Misty Step. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah. I really can't see the. Would that be an invocation? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
aspect of the moon. You no longer need to sleep and can't be forced to sleep by any means and to gain the benefit of a long rest while doing light activity. Okay, so yeah, she'll definitely be. She doesn't need to bunk. She'll just be patrolling in the engine room for now. Oh, wait, does she have the light spell? She does. How long is this? 1 hour. Okay, so she'll just be casting the light cantrip on whatever she wants, and then she'll just be security guard. The fairy.
And
How's that sound?
yeah, that sounds good. And I will remind you that Vogley and Melrun do have trance, which means they do stay fully conscious while they are resting.
Cool. We'll put them at different parts of the engine room just so that they can cover the whole thing,
And they only need to do it for 4 hours.
which is good. We'll have them sleep early and then they can be awake on arrival. Cool. Now that we put so much time into this, I'm guessing we're going to get hit somewhere else, like the masts, but whatever.
Um, so since we have some guards that are watching the engine room, I would like them to make perception checks.
Okay, let's see. Melorune. Okay, seriously, she's a lunar magic sorcerer, hexblade warlock. She has almost as much HP as I do. Oh, never mind. Her constitution is higher than me. Um, Let me see what her perception. Oh, +0 for killer.
And I think Fogly was also keeping watch.
Yikes. She's a bad security guard.
Yeah, I can get this quick. And perception. Hmm. Alright, they keep watch throughout the night. Doesn't. Nothing happens. The new day comes, and well, you probably would have informed the rest of your navy what the plan was. So, um, so it'll probably take at least another day before everything is ready. At least when before you get into place.
Okay.
But you uh, the navies begin placing themselves or getting into position to make their various assaults. Um, and around noon, uh, uh, well, where would Cerebon and Dehun be around noon?
Hmm.
Around noon, wherever we would be eating, I guess.
He's probably sitting. Oh, where would he be sitting? Probably outside the engine room, just because he's really worried about that, and reading a book. Maybe just brushing up on the charisma and how to manipulate people book. It had some good tips. Very weird illustrations.
It has weird things like try being nice.
Oh, unnatural, I tell you.
But anyway, around noon, while you are sitting nearby outside the door, you start hearing like clanking and metallic screeching coming
Oh
from the
boy,
engine
here we
room.
go. Book and bag of holding, sword out, shield up. I'm going in.
Um, the others have, when they heard the noise, also get their weapons out at the ready.
Yes.
Um, do quick perception checks.
I'm just going to do mine because mine's the highest. Seriously, it's kind of sad. Perception. Oh, never mind. Oh, well, thank you, Desmond, for that bonus there.
There.
So first one, star bomb. Second one, the ranger who has a massive amount of wisdom.
Yeah, it's a Damon, you don't find anyone that isn't supposed to be in the room. Uh, wait, yeah, you don't find anyone that isn't supposed to be in there.
Everyone line up. I'm going to hit you in the face with a sword. That wasn't an optional thing. It is mandatory.
And
Vogley, get down here.
oh, he also should have. Uh, uh, let's say one of the NPCs is helping him. Oh, um, what? This. That's right. Only the engineers were in here.
Yeah, that's the problem. Can you fix it? I'm going to smack everybody and make sure that they're not disguised. Oh, actually, you first. And he's going to walk up, raise his sword above his head, and then sheath it and smack him in the face with a gauntleted hand.
Your face comes into contact with a scaled face. Ow!
All right, perfect. You're good to go. He's going to try to do that to everyone else in the room and anyone at all.
Make an investigation check.
I will slap everyone. The most important form. Desmond, you better be watching my back. 20.
Um. So, you check everyone. Doesn't appear that anyone's in an illusion. Meanwhile, Vogley starts like going through the rest of the ship, and I think it was definitely loud enough that pretty much everyone on the ship heard or is hearing the noise. Especially as time is going on, it's getting louder and louder.
Mm-hmm.
Several, what is it that you do when you start hearing the noise? If you're saying anything, I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking. I don't know, looking over the side, I guess, to see how far up we are.
You're pretty high up.
Alright, are we falling? Yes.
Make an intelligence check. Or perception. Because I think you're trying to see if the ground is coming closer. um, looks like you're maintaining altitude.
Okay, then I guess I'll just grab our engineers or artificers and hope they can figure out a way to fix this.
as you're going to get uh, like taken, Zorana will like uh, come up to you and will put a hand on your shoulder while and she will point over at one of the sailors. So, seems that one seems to be rather shifty. I don't, he came seemed to come out in a hurry. Is everyone else has been more confused.
Okay. Starbound will just head over to the sailor then that she pointed out.
Um, so the person pointed out was a tiefling. Um, actually, do I have? Is it still pinned? Your crew list is still pinned. Um,
What?
in the Discord, in pinned messages, there's the list of your entire crew.
Kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I was just taking a look at it. But the guy is a tiefling, and you don't have any tieflings besides Romina.
A female.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this guy is a male tiefling.
I guess I'll just walk over. Um,
The sailor notices you walking up and will give you a salute. What can I do for you, sir? Uh, Captain, sir.
what's Forgive me, but I seem to have forgotten your name. What was it?
Uh, it's Roderick.
Roderick. All right. When, how long have you been with us, Roderick?
I've been with the ship the entire time.
Um, did we see? Really?
Yes.
Did you, Roderick, tell me, um, if you've been here so long, uh, why is it I haven't really seen you too often or at all.
You've all been kind of busy doing your hero stuff. You don't really have time to go and interact with the crew, don't you?
Really, and I thought we had chess nights every Friday. Have you just never been to one of them?
Right, right. Chess nights. I don't. I will allow you to make an insight check.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Sturman. It's wonderful. You
It
wrote
wasn't.
a 7.
It wasn't a hard one. You can tell this guy is lying.
Oh gee, I goodness. Gosh, that's so bad. Everyone's just like, okay. All right. He'll just shake his head. Uh, and then uh, I guess he will he'll go, yeah, so it's do I know where Daehoon is?
I'm in the cabin room. Right about now, I'm probably slapping people.
Cabin room,
Sorry, engine room. I think about
engine
the
room.
cabin.
I mean, you would. I don't think it was any secret that Daewon was keeping an eye on Engine Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Um, Starman would just kind of laugh. Um, and then he will. Is Vogley or his dad nearby?
Um, I would say Vogley is coming up on deck right now. He seems to be looking for something or someone.
Starman will like look at Vogley, look at the tiefling Roderick is you said his was, and just be like, "Hey, Roderick, can you bring Vogley over to me?" And he'll just like point at the kobold
Uh,
or
yeah, yeah,
point
sure.
at Vogley,
Yeah. I mean,
and then he'll just watch.
um, so Vogley is half kobold. uh,
Okay,
uh,
close
semantics.
enough.
Semantics.
It is. His dad's full kobold is fine.
I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd think that Vogley was a tall kobold. He is
Yeah,
he is medium sized.
his dad has game. Okay.
So yeah, Roderick goes over and will speak with Vogley, and two will come back over. You need something, Sermon? We're kind
Yes.
of
Uh,
busy.
what are you up to, Vogny?
I am trying to find the trail of whoever sabotaged the engine room.
Ah, I was thinking of talking to you about that. I was talking to my friend Roderick here. Um, he'll put like an arm around Roderick, like on Roderick's shoulder, and be like, "Wouldn't you know? He's never been to one of our Friday chess meets." It's craziest thing.
Hold on.
And by that I mean we've never had. I haven't seen Roderick on board in a hot minute. So I say we go to the engine room.
Nine hells, and the Roderick will like throw your arm off and go over to the side of the ship, and he'll like uh, begin like leaning on the railing while giving you a swing. Say, the cult of Discord gives their regards before he rolls over the gangway, or wherever the railing is called.
Charbon's just like, can he make the planks of the ship grow vines to grab him?
We'll get to that. Dayun, you're still in the engine room, right?
Yes. I've finished slapping everyone. So now I'm looking around for, like, I don't know, random tree roots or something. Maybe a branch or two.
All right.
As the boat suddenly just starts growing again.
Remind me, it was Dehun, Caradil, and Melarun in the.
Yes.
Would you
Yeah.
make for
So
me
my
a
crew.
dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay, here.
Oh,
Oh, everybody's in the area. So they get a plus 6. That's fine. So that's a 16.
oh, right, yeah.
And that's hers. So that's a 22 because she has a plus 2 and then plus 6 for me. And then I have a garbage dexterity roll. Yeah, that's a 9.
Alrighty. Let me just. Uh,
You know what? Nah, I'll keep it.
let's. We'll make this. So, um, Dehun and Melarun will be taking 38 points of fire damage. Caradil will take half of that as the engine blows up.
Ouch. I am unable to adjust Kiradel.
Okay. I'll take care of that.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's see. Where were we? Dahun's going to start screaming
and
angrily.
yeah. So for those of you that are on the different parts of the deck, roughly the middle of the ship, like very noticeably, buckles, and quite a number of the planks break as bouts of fire and smoke come up out of the various portals and openings. Um,
Wonderful.
yeah, Sarah, give me a dexterity check. Uh,
All right.
no, not check. Save.
I figured as much.
Oh boy. Oh, never mind.
11.
All right, so actually, this would technically have been an acrobatics check, but um, all right. So, or Steron, you go prone as you are knocked off your feet by the buckling of the deck. Vogley also gets knocked off his feet. Zorana is fine.
How lucky for her.
And the steel swan is noticeably smoking. And well, when you pick yourself up, it is now descending.
Joy.
Daehoon's going to be rushing everybody out of the engine room. Everyone out now. This isn't salvageable. All right. Anyone? Wizards. Does anybody have Featherfall?
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Maybe we can upcast it. Let's see. You're a sorcerer, so I don't have that. Vogley. Vogley's the half wizard, right?
Yes.
Okay. Vogley, can you upcast Featherfall?
I'm sure we could, but I don't think that will be overtly necessary.
Why?
He'll like point to like overboard.
Daehoon is going to look overboard.
So you're not descending extremely quickly, but
Oh, okay.
you are like you're not dropping like a stone.
We're doing kind of like a mercy passive type thing.
Yeah, you're gliding.
Yeah.
Downwards. Or falling with style.
Okay, never mind. Forget the Featherfall. I want anyone who can command and summon water in the engine room. We're still made of wood, mostly. Probably.
Starvan just kind of looks at Daehoon
What?
and just
I know it's called the Steel Swan. I don't want to be on fire. Do you want to be on fire?
I mean, there's a hole, right?
Yes.
He casts control weather and just just does torrential rain right on the fire.
Perfect.
And the fire is over the course of the spell is put out.
The spell take, trust me, it would be out long before the spell ends.
Oh, does it say it puts out what non-magically created fires?
Well, it's just control weather.
Hmm.
It's not. Um,
When the weather dies down, Daehoon's going to kind of walk up to Sturban, kind of probably sopping wet. Thank you for that, Sturban. Would you mind lighting a fire? Because now we're all, I'm a little soggy.
Vogley will use
this
prestidigitation to dry you off.
this
Thank
spell,
you.
yeah, he like this is just the clouds suddenly form, rains upon us, and fire goes out, and the clouds go away for sun.
Everyone line up for prestidigitation. We'll get you taken care of. I'll assist Bogley with that. Thank you, Sturbon. Quick thinking.
I think Cyrodiil also has prestidigitation. Like,
Let me check.
points being, prestidigitation is cast a bunch of times.
She does.
This casters with Prestige. I can't say right now. I just any caster who has it is using it on the crew.
Pretty much.
Yep. All right, that's why we brought a few extras with us, because I knew this thing was going to get sabotaged. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, how are the 3 ships that are following us? Are they down?
Well, let us see. So high or low for the first one?
High.
It is fine. High or low
Perfect.
for the second?
High again. Let's go.
And the third?
Low. I mean, we have to do it this time. Hey! Let's go.
They are all doing fine.
Man, how the hell did you do that?
I have no clue.
Your secret.
Period. Utter scale.
I can read the computer. I'm a technomancer.
I mean,
Oh
there have
no.
been like studies where people were like shown a random number generator and chose told to pick a number, and they would say that they saw that number like more times than any other number.
Really?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
so computer random number generators aren't as random as they would like to be. Something to do with voltage is what I've heard. That could be very wrong though.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think it was like mostly as an experiment to see like how if people had any psychic ability to influence things.
I wish. That'd be cool if I was psychic. I'd also probably be terrible. I'd be taken by the government. Experimented on. Anyway. All right, so they're all up. So Daehoon, who is about to go crazy because his whole plan of like making sure that the engine is safe went completely up in flames. He's glad that his backup plan worked.
Yes, and the Steel Swan is currently heading directly towards the Big Island.
Perfect. Do we have semaphores or some sort of communicate? Sorry, we have magic. Could we send a message to all of these people to tell them what's going on?
You probably have several.
Perfect. Okay.
I
Yeah,
have a
we'll just
bunch of sending stones.
yeah we'll just send a communication. Hey, we got sabotaged. Keep your engine rooms very safe, locked up if possible, and 2 of you stay up here for as long as you can. 1 of us follow us, um, just so that we can get out because this thing's not going to fly again. Would we be able to get the whole crew on just one of the ships?
Well, I don't. Tegan says, well, we probably could get or spread the crew out amongst those 3, but I think we'd have to take a look at it. The ship's engine might be salvageable.
All right. I'm not taking any chances, though. We're bringing 1 down. Well, how about this? We'll bring 2 down with us, and 1 will stay up in the air, and then we'll have you stay behind with the crew and try to fix this thing. How's that sound?
We're going to need some defense, but yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Yeah, you'll have 2 extra ships for defense, and one will be hanging back. Like when I'm saying hanging back, I want them far enough away that they can't be hit by most things.
They're an emergency evacuation vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. They're just kind of there watching us fail. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay, sounds good. That's my backup.
sounds like a plan.
I'll be right back. I have to get some water.
Um, well, he's gone. I think I can tell you that at least um, one nice thing about Tvogly, he is resistant to thunder and necrotic damage.
I
Kind of
am back.
nice.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
What was the thing that happened?
I was just telling him that Vogly has natural resistance to, I think, lightning and necrotic damage.
Oh, that is awesome for this.
So if a wizard suddenly decides to be indiscriminate, Vogly won't be as affected, unlike everyone else.
Alright, alright. So the ground is coming up pretty quickly. What? Um, some of the crew are taking precautions to make sure that when you do crash, you can at least you still have some things. But what are the two commanders doing?
Hey.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go up to the prow of the ship and just kind of stand there, looking at the ground as it comes forward.
Starbone's like growing, I guess, attempting to grow a softer landing at our where we're going to crash.
Oh, that's going to be tough.
Yeah,
Where are you trying to create this? Are you trying to create it on on the ship, or like where do you think
on
you're
the
going to land?
on the ground where I think we're going to land.
All right. Um,
Where did she go? Or growth go, I guess.
roll whatever it is that we've had you doing. All right.
28 nature.
All right. And Dave, you're on the prow of the ship, right?
Yep, I'm going to rope myself down just to be sure. And just kind of what he's doing is he's trying to figure out is there anyone where we're about to land? Because they probably planned this pretty well. I'm guessing that there's an attack party.
Um,
So I'm just trying to figure out where that is.
uh, could
Or
you
could
explain
come
it
from.
a bit
I'm not
more?
trying to find. So, all right. I'm looking over the edge of the ship at the very front, right? That's where the prow is, right? I don't know ships.
I think it's yeah. I think that otherwise the bow.
The bow. All right, so I'm looking. I'm at the front of the ship. I've tied myself down a little bit just so I don't fall off. And I'm trying to spot on the ground where could they be hiding an ambush party
Ah,
because they probably planned our descent pretty well. They probably know where we're going to be, and I don't want to get attacked right out the gate. Like I'm looking for terrain, maybe a cave, maybe they got some shrubs that they're hiding in. Who knows?
all right. Roll a perception check.
Desmond don't. Oh, Desmond is dead, isn't he?
Was he in the same room?
Yeah.
Uh,
Darn it. Well, wait. How much? How much? He has 7 hit points. He's not surviving that, even at half damage. Wait. Does he have a resistance? He is resistant to fire damage. Okay, what was the damage? It was 38 total. So let's say divided by 4. Nope, it did still kill him. So yeah, Desmond's dead. Um, that sucks. Anyway, perception check. Yeah, 17. That's not terrible.
So the ship is well. So you've tied yourself down with uh, a short length of rope. That way, if you do like lose your balance, you're just like just barely over the side of the ship.
Yep.
Um, there are a few like large rocks that things could be hiding, but it doesn't look like there's anything hiding behind them. And as the ship is about to crash, you see grass grass and shrubs like trying to grow. There's not like I you can probably guess that this Cerebon is trying to lessen your fall by growing plants,
Okay.
but due to the proximity of the Hungering One, he is now having a hard time getting anything to stick. And so instead of crashing on bare rock, you now crash into grass. There is a sudden jolt. Anyone who wasn't ready for the suddenness falls prone. There's a loud screeching sound as the metal hull scrapes against the rocky terrain before the steel swan finally comes to a stop.
Awesome. Daehoon's gonna unrope himself. Or there's a better word for that. I forgot it. He's gonna
Untie.
unrope him. Untie. Thank you. He's gonna untie himself from the bow. Thank you, Stribon, for that.
You
Might have helped
noticed that? Okay.
a little. Hey, I was looking at the ground. And he's going to try to climb off using the rope that he used to tie himself to the ship. Hey, hey, crew, Caradel. Um, let's see. Sorry, just a second. Caradel, Silvar, and well, actually, I'm going to rename you guys. You're going to be Kara, you're Silvar, you're Mel, and you're Lars. All right, come on, guys, let's go.
Why would you rename?
Just because.
So Car, Silvar, Mel, and
Lars.
Lars.
Lar, and then I couldn't think of a modern name that was just Lars, so it's Lars.
So usually rope is 50 feet. So yeah, I think that would be well enough for uh, to get safely onto the ground without fall damage.
Perfect.
Yeah, land on the ground. Uh, there's a little bit of a crunch as you land on some of the broken up rock, and you begin taking in your surroundings in the dust that is gathered in front of the front of the ship.
Okay. All right, guys. This is not going to be a very fun fight. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you die, including myself. But I'm going to try to do my best to get us all out. Does anyone have any concerns, any questions, any problems with this?
I take it that the timetable of the battle has just gone up now?
Oh yeah, we're starting. Well, we got to make sure that this place is secure, which is why we're all on the ground right now. But yeah, it's going to be starting pretty soon here.
All right, he says as he pulls his sword out from nowhere. Anyway, quite
Perfect.
quite literally from nowhere.
Got to learn that trick. That sounds sweet.
Lurixel, very eagerly and you would guess happily, since kind of hard to tell between the turtle dragonborn face. But he's a barbarian. You think he got a good grasp as to what his deal is.
Yeah, just generally. As for you two, and he's going to turn to the girls. We took some damage back there. Do you need healing before we get going?
I think we'll be fine for now.
Okay, if you say so. You could probably look for some healing potions if needed. I actually have a healing potion. Wait,
Let's secure
yeah, I
the
just
area
have the one.
first.
Sounds good. All right, split up and try not to die. Garrett will try to give us a little bit of air support if you just fly above our head.
Right.
I'm going to go check out those rocks.
Silvar will translate for Lorexel since he doesn't speak common.
Thank you, Silvar.
They will spread out. Starabon, what's the uh, what is it that you and or your group will do? Well, will be doing.
Uh, I guess just kind of shrugs and uh, he'll have uh, Zorana. Could you, I don't know, scout away forward, I guess?
I can do that. She'll get on her dragon. Will begin scouting a path towards the Hungering One.
Yep. Preferably with less than an arm. Not as much of an army, but whatever. And then I guess he'll just start marching his way there. I mean, we got our ship. The ship's all set up. So, heard David talking about that. But yeah, he's just following the plan we had before, just a little longer walk, I guess. This changes nothing.
Do not deviate from the plan. Yeah.
Right, literally.
The artificers will begin working, see what to what extent the damage is, and seeing if they can repair it.
Fair enough.
So I think that will be. This is a good place to call it. We
So you
have
can figure.
we have Starabon's group going off ahead. Daeon's group staying to secure the crash site.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a. I have a scrying stone with Dahun, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll quite literally just be like, "Oh, where are you? Oh, scouting ahead. Don't worry about it."
All right, how far ahead? Oh, we're at the tree.
Or just like vibing at the tree, like, yeah, we found a way to the tree. So where are you guys?
Back at the ship. I thought we were going together.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think.
We'll scout ahead, don't worry. 5 minutes later. Just gone.
So yeah, I think Fleur will go ahead with Cerebon's group, and Liv will uh, help out secure the crash of the Steel Swan.
Almost as if we can foretell that we're gonna need a dragon transport.